Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of me texturing a game asset in 3D Coat Textura. If you haven't seen part 1, click the link above to get started. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so that is done so far. So now what I want to do is, since I'm on the top layer, I want to add the first dots. So I'm gonna come to my windows, panels, which on stencil. Yeah, stencil. Move it down here. I want the dots. So I'm coming to rounds. This is going to be the first set of souls that's going to go over the screen over here. So actually make a new layer. I'm going to call this polka dots. Because they're not going to be very visible. It's always stencil rounds. Rounds opacity, bring the opacity up. Since I wanted this, bring the lightness down a bit. Increase the opacity a bit. I'm gonna set this layer focus to emissive. So bring the opacity down. Increase probably the size. Increase a little bit. Okay, you can't see those at all. Increase the opacity. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so after applying that, I think I need another polka dots layer because I actually need 3 polka dot layers. So what I'm going to do right now, so it's pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to shift it a little bit. Set the blend mode to emissive as well. Use it as emissive. And I'm going to set this color to red. Then bring the opacity right down. So it's pretty much going to give it that chromatic aberration type of look. That's pretty much what I'm going for. Alright, I think that's good enough. And mark out the opacity a bit again. Let me see. Same roughness. Yeah. That is great. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing again. This time, I'm gonna change the color to blue. So, shift it the other way. Other way. Yeah, perfect. So now when you zoom out, gonna give that screen type of look. Okay, so this part is done. Now I was gonna merge downwards, but I don't think I need to. I need to add some graphics. Okay, so these are a whole separate layer type of thing, but I don't want to go below them, so I'm just gonna add a new layer. I know in this project we're gonna be making a whole lot of layers. So I'll use the same rubber band material, and I'm gonna need the color red. Then get a font, turn on the normals channel. Not sure what font I want. I just want a nice simple font. Century Goth. I think that's pretty great. Okay, so I'm gonna set the depth to -100. With opacity is 100. Depth, I'm gonna set this to -0, -100. Let's see how it looks. So right now we're gonna be adding some nicely looking graphics. I didn't put a text. Number 1. See how this looks. Main channel's off. And I still have my stencils on. Okay, see how this looks. That is great. I kind of want the thing to go inside. And then that on -10. Yeah, I think I reversed the whole thing by doing that. Okay, now we're gonna add the number 2. That relative in size. Okay, perfect. Let's add the number 2. Let me see how this looks. Great stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna add the 0. So I want this one to have some sort of white color. We bring this in. I don't know how big this one should be, but I know it should be like, a normal size. So make that normal looking. This looks perfect. Okay. Now I need to add the dot key. Okay, so I'm gonna just come right here, press the dot, decrease the size so that's not affected. Did I flip it? No, shouldn't flip it. Because I actually don't want this thing to like. Okay. Okay, that seems perfect. Yeah, great stuff. Now I need to add the letter enter. Enter right here. So I type, oh my god, what is that? Type the words enter, come over here. No, make it look nice and normal. Those look great. And then now, what I need to add is the plus sign and the minus sign. So get the plus sign ready. Plus sign. Get the minus sign. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so now what I need is I need the star sign. Okay, so let me just type the star. Let me make it cream. Come over here. Don't want to make it too big. Great, perfect. Now I need a backwards sign to press back. So that one actually got as a picture. One of these, probably arrow 2. So come over here. Let me see. Depth. I want the depth to be -10 as well. Increase the width a bit. Then just rotate it and see. Let me see that. Let me see that. I don't want it to be too big, so let me see. Whoa. I don't think it'll even have, yeah. It doesn't have a depth texture, so let me use the arrow as well. See this? Very, very strong. So I can put this on like -1. See how this looks. Yep, I think that is quite perfect. Quite perfect, great. And now I need a locked and an unlocked symbol. Okay, so I'm going to add the depth texture. That. And then the color texture. Decrease the width a bit. I need this one over here. Yeah, money don't mean nothing over here. So I need this one over here. I don't know. Probably make it black, right? I should definitely make it black. So from the colors, remove all saturation, and let me see. Perfect. I see some sort of artifact over here. Okay, I'll erase that afterwards. Now I need the unlocked one. Come over here. I think I'll also make this on black. How does that look? Perfect. So now I just want to erase some of this funny artifact stuff over here. Give me the eraser. So okay, pretty much the buttons and the buttons are done. Now what I want to add is a couple texts up here. Okay. now the bag also has a few graphics. So I need over here I need to add AAA, AAA, make that white, remove all saturation. Perfect. Make this white right here. Let me see how that looks. Great stuff. Then down here I need the plus symbol. So I'm at a plus. We could just make it look normal. Okay, perfect. Let me add this around it. You know. Put in the center. That is not at all in the center. Yeah, that's good enough. You can probably add the plus again, but this time to the side. Yeah, let me add the plus. Okay, let me just increase that a bit. Don't look too. Let me add that plus again. Okay. I'm gonna add AAA again, but this time to the side, right here. Okay, so that's great. That's looking great. So what I need now is our last graphic. I'm gonna assume, I'm hoping, is our last graphic. I can just show the process and how I made this one. Which one is it? It's a picture. So yeah, the bag sticker. I'll show you how I made this. Okay, so I just get the depth as well, the width, increase that a bit, just so it fits, you know? It looks natural. Okay. Got a slight rotation, which is kind of off-putting, but let's have it matching the place that it's going on. I'm actually supposed to turn off the materials, turn off all materials, and also turn off the color. So it uses the picture's original color. So I'm bring the depth actually up to 100. No, bring that to 040. Press enter. See how this looks. Looks great. So I'm gonna assume so far with graphics, we're pretty much done. I'm gonna use a separate layer for the screen's graphics. Okay, so right now I want to add some dirt, imperfections, all that stuff, scratches to the to the model. So the first thing I want to add is some yellowing, some yellowing effect to this thingy over here because it's the type of material that as time goes will tarnish from yellowing. So I'm going to make a new layer and I'm going to call this layer yellowing. Okay, now in this layer, I should turn off. You actually right click on the color to turn it back on, and right click on it to turn it off. So let me see. Let me come to probably plastic, right? Yeah. Rubber band. Rubber band is gonna save us. So I'll drop the roughness a bit. No, actually increase the roughness a bit. Save that. I actually know what I want to do. I actually made this before. So I'm going to delete this one that I made before and use the rubber band. Add a mask opacity. We're going to add some noise and we're going to paint according to that noise. So apply procedural noise. Okay. So let me see how this looks. Noise sharpness. Noise scale. Looks like some snow. Noise degree. Okay. You can probably increase the sharpness now. Let me actually turn off the normal channel. Okay, so far that looks good. Okay, now as I usually and always do, it's probably on the module. Let me see this. Check that. Okay, now I'll see how it goes. So let me save that. Come to this, add some really strong saturation, some darkness, some really strong saturation. Bring it down a bit. I actually want to use an airbrush in this process. So yeah. Thing is, I do realize sometimes the airbrush can be like, problematic. Gives me latency problems. I don't know if that's the correct word, but it gives me like glitchy problems like it takes, especially when I'm recording. I just hope right now it doesn't glitch too much or take too much. So that's yellow. Let me actually bump up the roughness. Okay. So let's test this out. Okay, that's exactly what I want. So let me bring down the opacity. Let's see what kind of brush I'm using. Use that kind of brush. Okay, opacity is still kind of high. Okay. I think if I turn that off and save, and I come to more on concave, nothing. More on convex. I don't know. I think convex is what makes sense. It seems like nothing else. So now I can decrease some of the opacity of the yellow effect. Bring it to 60. Because I don't want it to be so strong. I just want it to be, present. 40. 30. Okay, now of course it's kind of invisible in some places, but I don't know, it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. Okay, so right now, what I want to do is add some scratches. So I'm gonna name the next layer scratches. So I've got a couple of scratches that I made already, but I'll show you the process and how I made them. Scratches. Okay, so I took the scratches from the steel. This is scratches, I think, steel. This metal scratch texture, I just took it from the scratches from the material library, and I applied it onto I forgot what this is called. Um, on the mask opacity tab. So I apply it over here, and then I change the color to something dark brownish. So I can turn those back on. So now I've got some scratches. Now even these I don't want to just apply. I actually prefer to apply these with a brush, because it tends to be all over the place, and that's not the effect that I want. So yeah, I think scratch wise got a relatively good amount. Now I want to add the steel scratches to the batteries, because these batteries do not have a cover. So why should they? Um, with opacity. So why should they look all perfect? Let me see if I do it this way. Okay, I'm probably gonna fill these in. Oh, eraser. Opacity 100. How do those look? I don't know. Let me see. I think it's probably this one. I think this one's better. I think that one's better. Let me see if I rotate it upwards, how it'll look. Yeah, that's much better. Get those in. Yep, that's the direction I want. Whoa, some of them are quite hectic. Opacity, increase that opacity. Yeah, and decrease that opacity as well. Okay. So I think those ones pretty good at scratches. Looks like the paint is peeled a little bit. And then this as well definitely needs some scratches. Bring it to 100. Let me see which ones are better. Okay, this one isn't bad. I think the depth is quite strong. Let me see. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so I think most places that require some scratches have scratches. So now we're gonna add some dirt. Actually, add a second layer. Let me go to base. But I'm gonna call this roughness. I want to add a second roughness to the buttons because they have a very simple roughness. So go to plastic shabby. I'm gonna turn off those two things. Get a light reflection. Okay. Let me turn that one on. I want something with a little more. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let me probably turn off. Yeah, that's better. Just a bit more variation to the roughness of the plastic. I'll apply it on all of them. So the roughness doesn't look so plain simple. So yeah, I think right now those are looking great. I think I should probably add a couple as well to these. Yeah, definitely. And this as well. And probably even the main part, the gigantic part, just for some variation. Yeah, great. Great variation. So now we have that slight yellowing. We have that. So yeah, it's quite some great imperfections. So now I actually want to add some dirt. Some dirt. So I'm gonna go to my dirt and I have altered a bit with my dirt textures. I mean dirt materials. So it probably might not be the same as yours. I actually want to paint this one on for the dark part of this thing with opacity. Okay, I turn this on for just this dark part, so it remains dark. I'll go for that and paint. Probably gonna fill this in because it's less intense. Yep, that's the one I want. I wanna add some dirt to the button. So let me see this. I still don't want something that is extremely like strong. Okay, so I'm probably gonna decrease the opacity. This, yeah, decreasing the opacity is better. Um, oh my god, no, it's still quite strong. I can't lie. Okay, so 3233. I'm gonna decrease some of that. Okay, now I need a little bit of something. A lot of that darkness is actually on layer 3. So layer 3 is actually the main culprit for a lot of the darkness. Then I know it has to be okay. Okay. Okay, let me save that. Just touching around, the degrees, what's going to decrease the intensity of it. I think it's the desired effect that I want. Okay, so it's probably dirt 1. Just decrease the opacity. But yeah, that's not needed. I think they're actually fine this way. I should add a bit more opacity to the dirt. Increase it a little bit more. Increase it to like probably 80. And we'll have most parts, yeah, covered in a good level of dirt. So even with these, okay, I don't think that's limited to these upper buttons. Because I mean, I know they definitely need some dirt. So I'm gonna add those, this, that, this as well, that. Okay, no, I think I already did that. This and that. This and that. Okay, so I probably need some dirt also on the cable, but I don't want the cable to be extremely dirty. I mean, it should still look like there's still some, cleanness to it. Yeah, that's perfect. Now for the cable, and to create some of the opacity. Yep, perfect. That is definitely what is needed. Okay, then come to the metal down here. Actually, this plastic right here. Let me see how this looks. And also this one. That's great stuff. Okay, so now let's see that. Yep, I think this one will do great on 100. And then inside, I don't think I want to make those things kind of. I mean, that's probably because of the occlusion. I don't want to make those things too like unshiny, so I'm probably gonna leave them as shiny. Okay. Include. Okay, they definitely need some bird. See, yeah, that's cool. Just from the edges and then the metal. I mean, yeah, that's okay. Okay, so I think we're almost done. Then now all that's left to do is add uh some numbers in front. So put this above graphics. I'll say numbers. I'm gonna make this an emissive. blend. Yeah, I'm gonna come to the text tool, and the font that I want is, hopefully system looks great. I actually want to turn off all materials. Just stick with the color over here. Bring the lightness down to like somewhere around there. I mean, it needs to kind of be green, so keep it like around here. So yeah, let's see how this looks. The numbers 901. I think those are perfect. I think these are perfect. 901, these are random numbers, so don't think it's some sort of futuristic code. Put these right here. That is perfect. So I think pretty much done texturing this asset. Yeah, so you can probably go into render view now and see how it looks. This looks pretty great. So I mean, if you guys decide to render this in the 3D code, still work excellently. But yeah, the asset is done, and I like the result. I like the quality. Everything looks amazing. The rubber band itself as well looks pretty great. I think the textures is surrounding this area look pretty amazing. I'm happy. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I don't know, if you want to turn on your post notification, turn it on for if ever I drop. I'm just letting you guys know.